Good evening, everybody. Welcome into the 28th episode of Mother's Jail. Tonight's session is titled The Last Daughter of Insight. Last time, when we all got together, you all were on a boat. It was going fast, and you had a nautical theme, Pashmina Afghan. It was a good time. The beginning of it wasn't a good time because you had to start with the funeral. As First Mate Rendra was laid to rest out in the long jump. Captain Akanai gave a eulogy where she talked about how hard it had become to give another one of these eulogies and how this had become truly a war of broken promises. And why are we laughing while talking about the eulogy? What is wrong with you people?
Sorry. I'm so sorry. It's a message in chat that you don't need to worry about. I didn't start it, okay?
The second she was described, you better believe Brayley was like, I'm ready.
God. All right, well, never mind the sad stuff.
I'm sorry.
They all smooched on the ship or something.
Hot girl mentioned. That's all we needed.
I'm sorry.
You all made your way to Bluescale Island, the former home of Azur's Insight, the capital of the Azure. And you had to take a rowboat from the ship to shore because there were so many sunken ships in the harbor that it would have torn the hull of the Lady-in-Waiting apart just trying to bring the ship closer. And indeed, a number of ships down at the bottom definitely look like that maybe is exactly what happened. Upon reaching the shore, Brayley decided to talk to a palm tree, and the palm tree let her know that there was a lot of dead people here and that some of them were on their way, and that wasn't great. You were then attacked by some very decayed-looking dragonborn. Some of them were ghosts, and some of them were zombinos that you had to deal with. The fight was rough, but you managed to get through it. And at the end of it, you met an individual still living on the island as you met Shizu of the Azure. And that is where we left off. We'll be picking up about 20 minutes after that ending, as you all have made your way over to what I very generously term the home of Shizu of the Azure. She lives in a burnt-out old building. Most of the roof is collapsed in. There is no longer anything like a stove or a kitchen in here. There's just a shoddily made campfire in the center. A number of old rags serve as a bed. And she has nevertheless welcomed you into her home as you all are entering. It's not much to look at, but feel free to sit.
Thank you.
How long did it take us to get there?
About 20 minutes walk as you started making your way.
Okay, so I'm done with my long-ass prayer.
Yes, you have finished your long prayer of healing.
Well, I thought it was detect magic.
No, I had started that, but then I got interrupted by the combat.
Yeah, and then there was a prayer of healing at the end.
Oh, okay.
So do you want to heal everybody?
Yeah, let me pull that up. I know.
Was I not that much?
You weren't, but a lot of the rest of us were.
No, for sure. That's fine. I just couldn't remember if that amount was correct. So that was just me being like, huh? I understand healing everybody else.
My dog.
Yeah, no.
Going
Sorry,
ballistic
Apollo
right
is very confused because Crystal's at a funeral right now.
Oh. He's like,
So
where's
he's-
attention?
Yeah.
He's like,
Alright.
Mother, I am here. Mother, I demand attention. Look at me.
Look at me.
Where is prayer? There it is. Maybe- Oh my god, my dice bag got turned. So that is 19 to everyone.
Sick.
Lily is very, very appreciative.
Oh, that's an over here. Oops. There we go.
Yeah, I discovered you could only do it that way.
So as you all
Okay.
kind of make your way into this ramshackle hut, it's pretty much what it is at this point, she removes her outer cloak, showing that most of her clothes are just a loosely assembled pile of rags. They look very old and tattered and worn. She has a spear on her back, or a glaive, I should say, as well as a longbow, which she takes and sets down against the wall. And she takes also the sheath of a sword off of her hip. She has a curved sheath that looks like it is made from lacquered elm, and though the sheath is notably empty, there is no sword in it as she sets that down. I'd offer you something, but if you want water, we have that.
That's quite alright, thank you.
Do you need something?
No,
Do you want a mushroom?
no.
Okay.
Who are you all, and why are you trespassing here?
Did we already determine?
Sorry, yeah, you had mentioned her that you were here for a signal.
Yeah.
Mm.
Does she not recognize Ramiel, or did we already?
She looked at him, and she seems to have the idea of who
Okay,
he
but
is.
we didn't actually say anything.
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
Because she said the last thing she said to you was like, "It would seem we're both supposed to be dead."
It hasn't come up yet.
Okay.
Yeah, she didn't say anything as you walked back.
We are the mortal reminders of the army of children of the deep.
I don't know what that is.
We are part of the war effort against the Draconic Legion.
The Draconic Legion. So it's separated then.
Do I know something about this?
I would say based on what you do know, the war and the fracturing of the Draconic Legion into the Children of the Deep and the Warden Republic and Azure's Remembrance didn't happen until after the Azure were butchered.
Oh, okay.
In her time, when she was still active in the world politics, it was just the Draconic Legion was just one big group.
I see. Yes, it is. Lots of little factions.
I see.
Not sure if that is of interest to you, but we are here for the distress signals that we spoke of before. And, well,
Have you been here by yourself the whole time?
Oh no. As you've seen, I have plenty of company.
The palm trees?
Among other things.
Are you...
And you, Indigo, are you not supposed to be dead?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
She said, and you, Indigo, are you not supposed to be dead?
Evidently, about as dead as you seem to be. Although these days, most people refer to me as Ramiel.
Very well. Ramiel.
But if it's any comfort, you can call me Indigo.
dead name from a dead time. It's no more your name than Shizu is mine.
It's quite the predicament, given that I decided to incorporate that into my name. It's just not often that people refer to me as Indigo.
Oh. Such is your prerogative. I know what the signal is that you all have detected. You need not worry about it.
Why? What is it?
My sword, Shorai. It is buried in the heart of Azure, absorbing lightning from his heart.
Sorry, I'm writing this down.
Mm-hmm.
And his eyes get real fucking wide at that. For what purpose?
To render him docile. When Dragon came with her legions, everything burned, was destroyed, and she did something to Father. Made a monster of him. I buried my blade in his heart to still him and drain the lightning from him, sapping him of his energy. The pulse that you are detecting is no doubt Shorai closing in on its capacity.
How is this not something that we should be worried about then?
Very shortly, Shorai will reach the maximum amount of energy that it can hold, and then it won't be a problem for anyone anymore.
You're being awfully cryptic about this.
She just gives you a look and goes,
Yes.
The Dead Isles will vanish in a flash, and none of this will exist anymore.
How long till it
Could be a few weeks, could be a few minutes. Hard to tell.
Really walks out the
I am merely waiting here as this place is warden until the end.
That's seems rather extreme.
Does it?
So perhaps we
Just
came,
sort of nod.
so perhaps we came just in time.
In time for what?
Well, are you trying to blow yourself up with it?
That is the plan. The
No.
final dignity of my people, to ensure they do not exist as monsters.
I am not so sure about the ramifications of blowing up an island with ghosts, but you are still alive. You need not strand yourself here any longer.
I am very shortly going to receive my punishment. I have forestalled it for 20 years, but I can no longer.
Punishment for what?
Father empowered me to speak with his voice for our people, and I brought genocide to them. Dragon came with her armies and killed everyone but 2. Father, she corrupted, and me, she let go. I spoke out against her at her council, so she left me alive to see what happens to those who speak against her.
You're hardly the only one. Certainly now.
You stood up against her. That is not your fault for what she did to... And he hesitates for a minute. For what she did to our people.
She just looks at you. We are all that's left. Ramiel.
And we're still here.
No. You are. She may not have killed me that day, but I died that day.
And this resignation is all you have left.
Make an insight check.
$19. Oh, and I have advantage. Hold on. Make that 23.
All right. Layla, as you listen to her talk and you see her there, I mean, you see the definition of a broken woman. She spoke out against Dragon. She spoke in defense, not even in defense of her people, but in defense of what's right. And the punishment was all her people died. She, in her mind, she was supposed to be their leader, and she got them all killed. And now she sits here marooned on an island for 20 years among the ashes of her failures. Yeah, she doesn't have a whole lot left.
So, just to make sure I have this straight, your brilliant plan is that when your sword detonates, it's going to take you and your father with it.
Yes.
What if it doesn't?
What if he lives? What if he survives?
And whatever Dragon did to him makes him a problem for everyone else.
They say the great dragons are immortal, that they can't be killed. I had endeavored to put that to the test.
So again, what if you're wrong?
She looks at you for a long moment. I don't know.
And there's nothing else we could say to convince you to carry on. Like, I understand that it was a terrible thing that happened to you, but you've done nothing but mope around here for 2 decades about it.
Mope, I suppose. I had to ensure that Father would not escape. I have been his warden ever since.
Well,
What of any sort of rebuilding?
She looks around. Rebuild for what? For who?
Well, there are others. Certainly not of your same lineage, but
well, that's not completely true. Ramiel is alive, as is your other sibling.
yes, that's
As
true as well.
is... I'm so sorry, what's her name? We met
Felicia.
her in the Thank you.
Felicia?
As is Felicia. Your family lives. I recognize the look you have of feeling there is nothing left to live for. That death will be the final punishment that frees you from this pain, but living is a lot harder of a sacrifice. That does not make it a worthless one. Perhaps you need not do this alone anymore.
Yes, and if not for that, you obviously have quite a deep sense of duty. Why not orient yourself to help preventing this from happening to any others?
I have a lore question when you get a chance.
All right.
Would I know, and I just may have forgotten as a player, and I apologize, why was it due to the Azure genocide that we all split up from the Draconic Legion?
Yes.
Okay.
The Azure. So it is known that after the Draconic Legion had formed, the Dawn Scale put forth the plan to conquer the world, to basically form an army that would conquer other places. The Azure were famously, and Shizu of the Azure specifically, famously was the one who spoke up and said, that sounds like Dragon. That sounds like who we were generations ago and why the entire rest of the world united against us back then.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we gonna...
Point of order, we've tried this before.
Yeah, why would we do that? Why we don't want to be that? And, well, the Dawn Scale solution was to murder all of the Azure Dragonborn. And that indeed, that was kind of like the shock that broke the Draconic Legion into small factions
Okay.
and started the Civil War.
I thought so. I just wanted to make sure.
Yes, that is correct.
There is
You-
nothing. Sorry, go ahead.
You saw her threat before anyone else. And she made you pay for that. And you're continuing to pay for that for 20 years.
Yeah. I was right. But ask 40,000 dead souls what the value of being right is. The children of the deep, you said.
There is nothing that will justify genocide. I will have you know, though, it is because of you that the Draconic Legion is weaker than before. All of us split up into factions. Children of the Deep is one.
Warden Republic.
Warden Republic is another. She just lists them off.
List them all.
Azure's remembrance formed
Exists.
because of your sacrifice. Because of what she did to the Azure.
Yeah, while you've been here, the whole world has gone on, and the fighting has only gotten worse. But there is resistance.
She exhales through her nose. Reaching down, she takes some sand into her hand, with grains of it falling from between her fingers. And she closes her eyes. What say you, Lucky? Do I have the will to draw my blade once more? And she throws the sand into the fire, and the fire explodes upwards a little bit, just for a moment. Figures.
Not all gods give such clear signs.
Especially not ones that are supposed to be dead.
Well, there are news about that. Demigods exist now. They cannot necessarily do the direct change themselves, but we are not without allies in the sky.
All right. I'll do it. I want my revenge. She left me alive. I'm gonna show her what a mistake that was. Are there
And-
any complaints about that?
Point to
there's
Ramio. Not my business.
there's a small smile on Ramiel's face. I can't tell if that's the Azure side of you or the Lark side of you. But either way, I'm glad to see that the spark is still alive in you.
The first day that I was on this island by myself and I truly realized that everyone I had known and loved was gone, I started igniting into a dread demon. But then I realized that that was too kind a punishment for me, and I stopped.
You chose to stop?
I willed to stop.
I did not
Like-
know dread demons could still be sparked in the first place.
Like some kind of...
An
Oh,
array.
okay. So I'm trying to figure out what is the appropriate character knowledge of the stuff with like sparking and like the gods, goddesses, and the
So,
Armado and dread
yeah.
demons.
I mean, obviously things are a little crazy right now because of the demigods, but your knowledge is that people, when they sparked, had the choice not to.
And
you
when
can't
they
help
did,
but-
they become the Enrado.
And when they didn't, they became on Rado.
But do
can't
we
help
know
but
that
wonder-
it's that same process? Is that knowledge that we would have in
Yeah, and-
character?
And you also don't know, would dread demons have something similar? Is there maybe a way that with sufficient will they can avoid becoming a dread demon? Because you do know as players that frequently people become dread demons, it's when their will is broken.
She's now a Dark Rado.
Dark
Oh
Rado?
my God.
No, we have an on Rado, so there's obviously an off Rado.
Off Rado.
God damn it, that was where my brain went.
Yeah, her
I like
name
that
her
though.
name is Chicken Alfredo.
My favorite.
She gets up. We will have to go and fetch my sword.
Yes, especially if it is about to.
Yes.
Somewhat
Is-
understandable. Is there anything that can be done about that aspect of it?
Certainly. We can draw the sword from my father's heart. Sure, he won't be cranky after 15 years.
So expect a fight to put him down again?
I would.
Very well. I better get Brady.
He is immortal. So,
How did you put him to sleep?
I buried the sword in his heart and have been draining the lightning out of him.
What is the next plan, son?
I don't know. That was my
Appeal to his
idea.
better senses.
Exciting.
She laughs at first, but then remembers like that you're her brother and kind of grimaces. I don't know if you have any memory of your father, but if you do,
None.
you should divest yourself of it. The monster in that cave is not him.
Ramiel, have you not been hearing a voice?
I heard him once. Presumably, it was his voice. Urging me to honor the pact. Whatever that meant at the time.
That does sound like father.
Before or after the corruption?
I don't know if it
Hard to say.
happened a few years ago.
Is it
That would certainly be after the corruption.
Then is it possible he still lives on in some way? Is it possible to remove this corruption?
If it is, it's beyond me. Ayla, you're definitely having a moment of like, oh man, I'm supposed to kill things that are immortal.
Yeah, I absolutely am.
There's a moment where you're like, I'll bet you Caldana and Soraya are laughing right now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did this by any chance count for a short rest?
Yes, you can all take a short rest before you go to face whatever lies in that cave.
Hooray!
Rest. Braylee's been outside warning the palm trees, so.
The
mean,
palm
that's-
trees tell you that you need to take a chill pill and relax.
It's gonna blow!
That did not roll all of the dice it was supposed to.
We're palm trees. We love blowing.
No, this you won't like this
Oh my
one.
God.
Riley!
Wait, when do spell slots reset? Long rest?
Long rest on everyone except for warlocks. Short rest.
Yeah,
Yeah, I should have used the spell
or
last.
some sorcerers with like the sorcery points. I think
Like a
there's
certain feat?
something that you can do
Oh.
with that. It's like a specific background, I think, or feat.
Oh, if you
Yeah,
would like
mine are long rest.
if you'd like a bit of advice for facing him, I'd avoid using lightning.
Oh
That
dear.
seems
I feel like
reasonable.
Ayla's just like, because I have so many other options.
I look at both Ayla and Ramiel and go, we have too much lightning in this group.
He is Azure, so he does absorb lightning.
I'm going to go look for Braylee.
And I turned the lightning off on my whip.
You find
Press the
Braylee
button.
outside, running from palm tree to palm tree, trying to explain that the island's gonna blow up.
Braylee, we're fixing the island.
Is it still gonna blow up?
We're going to go and remove the thing that is about to blow up.
Oh, Braylee just like sighs. Why do we always? Okay, I'm coming.
Why is no one ever happy to see us?
Also, I feel like this is the first time I've actually gotten to use the periaptive wound closure.
Oh, yeah. Wait, don't I have hold on. I have a thing that would help you. Hold on. I'm a fucking idiot. Give me 1 second. I have something that's gonna help you.
Just a little shocked you weren't at full.
When taking a short rest, you may choose up to 2 allied creatures in addition to yourself. When those creatures expend hit dice to recover hit points, they take the maximum amount possible in their hit dice rather than rolling. Sorry, guys. I choose Ayla, and who else is rolling hit die?
Lily.
Lily.
All right.
Sorry about that. So I guess remove some hit die that you spent, since you probably don't need all of them.
Nice.
I was like, wait, fuck, I have something for this. I wanted to do a cheaty cheat and put in Armor of Agathis, then have the short rest and have it still on, but I don't think it works because I think it only lasts for an hour, unless Callie will let me like cast it halfway through.
That's okay. The counter to that is sure you can do that, but you know, you've got travel time to account for,
Right,
so.
exactly. So I was just gonna fade it away.
So, Shizu excuses herself for a moment, and when you see her again, she is wearing plate armor rather than the rags that she once wore. It is very fine plate armor, and it only takes you a moment to realize it is made from blue dragon scales. It is this beautifully crafted dragon scale plate armor with accents in this kind of pale yellow color, almost the color of a bolt of lightning. And she has put her hair up in a ponytail and has the sheath on her hip, her glaive on her back, as well as her longbow slung over her shoulder.
Romuald kind of like cocks an eyebrow at that and goes, well, one of us is going to have to change. And he indicates his high ponytail.
She looks at you. He'd look better in pigtails. And she starts on her way up.
Mm.
Yes, your sister just told you should have handlebars.
Maybe he should.
Hey,
I mean, they work out for Ayla.
With that, you all start on the way up the volcano. It is not a fast climb, as the only saving grace is that there are steps hewn into the side of this volcano leading up towards a temple. The temple itself, you can even see from a great distance, looks like it's rock, but it's carved into the shape of a dragon's head, and the mouth is wide open, forming the entrance to this temple leading into the volcano. As you're traveling along, Shizu explains, the volcano is active currently. Well, within, of course. In my youth, Father's mere presence was enough to quell the volcano. As he is now, it does not.
I feel like Ayla's definitely internally going, they are fucking laughing at me right now.
So the sword's gonna blow up or the volcano's gonna blow up?
I had not intended for the volcano to do anything. The sword is what would blow up.
Just a
And,
little on edge. We had a recent experience
well,
with blowings.
if it
Things
offers-
blowing.
if it offers you any comfort, Brayley, it'll happen so fast you won't even realize it happened.
One last time too.
Well, what exactly do you all do again?
You could think of us as adventures.
Not a vanguard. Special forces.
a scouts party.
I see.
So many names.
As you all start descending down into the depths beneath the volcano, there is a long bridge that around side there is magma on either side of it, I say bridge. It's a big chunk of like obsidian that you're walking along. And moving on to this large landmass in the center of it, you see big rock faces that have bulged up out of the ground. And you see what can only be Azir. Laying on their back, there is a partially decomposed dragon, the chest of which is exposed, and you can see the ribs through the flesh of it. But inside that chest is a heart that glows blue as lightning arcs across it, and buried in it is a sword, which is drawing the lightning up into it, and that sword's hilt glows bright blue. Beyond the dragon, you also see the largest pile of gold any of you have ever seen in your entire lives.
Can I just do my Rite of the Dawn?
It's giving
would.
Aladdin.
It's giving dragon horde.
It is Dragon's Horde.
How traditional.
Stereotypical.
Yes, it was the bulk of the money we used to finance the entire island.
Well, one thing at a time, I suppose.
Where did you get this much gold?
I imagine he collected it over 1,000 lifetimes.
On
He was known
1,000
as the
businesses,
Dragon of
there's
Insight.
1,000 gold.
Yes.
Is it cursed?
The gold or the dragon?
Both?
The dragon, yes. The gold, no. She starts to make her way over, and indeed, just looking at this dragon, I mean, it looks dead. Like, the eyes are hollowed out, the skin is decomposing. Parts of it have that sign of corruption that you've kind of grown used to seeing. It reminds you of Gus, in a way. The way the flesh is, like, bubbling up and turning black in certain places. He is indeed very corrupted. As she walks over and says, "Don't mind me, Father," as she starts climbing up onto him.
Okay.
If there's any final preparations you all wish to make before we die, now would be the time.
I'll put the armor of Agathis on.
If I was to rage, would it fall off before I get to a turn?
I would say you could probably time it. You basically just wait until she touches the sword and then start raging. Yeah, you could
I
probably
would
time
like
that.
to rage.
Okay.
That's my anger button.
I just turn into a moose.
Turn into a
Does anyone have what's everyone's base AC?
Base AC?
17.
19.
Okay, would a 13 plus your dex mod raise that?
No.
Layla? Ready?
No, I'm good.
I mean, it probably would for the moose.
It could help the moose. She is looking for
No.
I do kind of want to see a moose in mage armor.
it.
That'd be dope.
No, I would just kind of go over and gently squeeze Lily's hand.
Lily's definitely having a moment of like, this was not on my bingo card. For all the things I had thought we might find on this island, this ain't one of them.
You kind of get used to it.
I doubt that.
mostly.
I don't want to get used to it. I don't want to ever be in a situation where this is rote.
Moose.
Sorry, I'm
If-
looking for my moose token.
Moose armor class is 12.
So then yeah, I can cast that on. I can cast a mage armor on you.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, hell
I
yeah.
feel like while everyone's
Amazing.
preparing, Ayla's just gonna go. So would this be a bad time to mention what Caldana and Soraya wanted me to do?
What do they want you to do?
Hail anything that claims to be immortal.
Oh, excellent. What? Mine said to help those that are grieving. Why did you get an impossible task?
I mean,
Because death comes for everything eventually.
most
Ay, ay.
it seems we all got some form of difficult to fulfill.
Well, you know, when I took the job, I thought it was a list with a grand total of 1 entry.
Braley, what size is a moose, and how much HP?
Large, I think.
I think it's a large, yeah.
If it's not a large, I don't want it.
How do large
It
beast?
might be.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it might edge into huge, but
Yeah.
It just says large beast. I'm
How-
sorry.
Thank you. That's all I need.
How many
and
is
how
a
much
duck?
HP does it have?
30.
Thank you.
Better
I have a speed of
question.
50, swim feet of 50. I can swim as a moose. 30 feet.
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
Terrifying. It's like hippos. Can Brayley turn into Moo Dang, and then I can carry
Oh my
it?
god, I really want to make a moo dang like
I need
magic item.
Yes, please do. I need this in my life.
All right.
We need more Borg protectors, but this one is Moodang.
Robbie's
We
gonna
actually
hate
did
it.
just get we have a new Bork protector being made.
Yeah, the third one, right? The
Yep.
the final form.
Never enough.
So with that, as you all finish your preparations, Shizu takes a breath and reaches down, and you all hear the most agonizing scream out of her as she grips Shorai and lightning floods through her body.
Ooh.
If you're picturing Tony Stark putting the gauntlet on, that's what is happening to her as the lightning is just tearing through her body. It's way too much for one person to handle. But finally she forces it up out of the heart and throws it down into her sheath and then stumbles off and falls over on the ground. Ow.
Bramiel's gonna rush over.
Okay.
He'll have to get in line.
Race! Race!
But yes, Layla would also be headed over because, you know, healer brain.
Well, as soon as that happens, the heart begins pumping and beating as lightning floods out and the body starts to regenerate. Glowing
Of course.
blue orbs appear in the eye sockets, and Azure, the second born of Dracana, begins to arise.
I mean, yeah, of course, we did. This time we knew what we were getting into. This one time.
Does he even have an HP bar? This could be tricky.
Is it across the top of the whole screen?
Does it just say 999?
I mean, he's got a lot of HP, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Is it a
I
plus
love-
HP bar?
I love how we all have like, you know, artistic
Oh,
representations of the characters and then a picture of
Oh.
a fucking moose.
Callie, I have an updated AOL token.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Hold on, I
So
I
good.
just did it because I forgot, and that is my fault.
The fucking name!
Sent it.
Brayley Termuseline.
Beautiful.
Oh, it's good. Oh my god, that's great.
That is a ruse.
Oh, also, Callie, thanks for saying in the item description for my whip, you may add lightning damage.
Yeah.
A lot of good
That's a
abilities to-
very important word.
yeah.
You have choice.
Specifically right now, it's very important.
Well, I've just got MTG brain. May is a hugely important word.
That's very true. Updated Taylor. It only took me 10 months. It's fine.
I don't think it's been that long.
No, it has not. It's just been a while since we have been in combat. Listen, you and I need to start
Did it last
transforming.
week.
And we need to switch over for the benefits of those watching at home.
Yes, so you can also see the Brilliter Mussolini.
Or Mussolini.
And this awesome token for a lightning dragon.
Yes, it is a good
Yeah.
token.
That's a big boy.
It is a big boy.
I was waiting for you to use the Vox Machina one from the first season.
All right, everybody. Roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative.
Wait, can I select my Mousseline?
Oh my god.
You should be able to.
Select. There we go.
If you cannot,
I'm gonna inspo that. Much better.
Wow, 15.
I only got 16 and I have +8.
I literally said, like, last time we fought, I never roll anything above, like, a 15.
I'm gonna use my inspo.
And here you are.
And here
Yeah.
you are.
Today.
Honestly, you are
to
going
inspo.
ahead of Shizu and Ramiel currently, unless Ramiel's choosing to reroll.
I am.
That is fair.
That's better. No, it's not.
No,
I
it
thought
is not.
I thought that said 14. No.
I am so
No, it's
sorry.
not.
That is
Great.
5.
Awesome. Cool.
This
Thanks.
is okay.
And we need Layla.
Is Azure going on turn 20? Or
He's on the list.
oh, is that right?
He got a 17.
Oh, good for him.
He has layer actions on turn 20.
No, of course.
Oh,
he does.
God.
Oh
Turn 20?
Top or
Roll-
bottom of turn 20, because that actually is important as it turns out.
I
on
think the
initiative
player-
count 20, losing initiative tie. So at the end.
So Ayla goes
Excellent.
first. Yeah, I was going
Ayla
to say.
does
I
go
think
first,
the
yes.
player always goes first in initiative for later actions.
Layla, what'd you get?
Also 16.
I have higher dex, I am guessing. What is your
I
dex?
got 14.
I am 17. Mwahaha. Perfection.
All right. Well, then Ayla, you're gonna lead us off.
Please do so responsibly.
I don't know if what Ayla is about to do is responsible, but how far can I? Okay, if I can get there, that at least spreads us out a little bit.
Yes, that is the worst part about him going next.
And then I'm just gonna her smack.
Seems reasonable.
Excellent opening gambit.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I had bonus action selected and I was really confused why Lightning Lash had disappeared. First one's a 25 to hit.
Yep.
Second one would be a 19 to hit.
19 meets.
And third one, because I raged before this. Also 19.
All right, those hit.
You. And these with no lightning, very importantly.
So 9 damage. 10
Uh,
damage. 19.
does he count as undead?
No, he is corrupted.
Okay.
What?
So that's
Special type.
3d6
Would a
plus
paladin get?
6 rage damage.
Would a paladin get their radiant
Yes,
damage?
he is a demon.
Fair enough. Just making sure.
Okay. So let's see. 7 plus 9 plus 10. So 19, 26 plus 21. Well, plus 6, so 32 plus the rest of that radiant. Fuck, I just lost where I was in math. It's been a long day. I'm just gonna calculator.
It's always that damn left turn at Albuquerque.
So 47 total damage. 11, 15 of it's radiant.
All right. You go up and start wailing on Azure, as is your charge. Azure looks at you like an annoying gnat.
I'm sure he does.
At the end of your turn, he's going to use a legendary action to make a tail attack on you.
Oh no.
27 to hit.
Yeah, I think that hits.
Oh boy.
You're going to take 12 bludgeoning damage.
Before or after rage?
Before, so 6 bludgeoning damage. And you are knocked back 10 feet. You are knocked up onto this platform.
At least I can fly.
Personal
that.
space.
At the turn order 20, I need Layla to make a dexterity save.
Don't like that. Don't like that.
Oh god.
Oh, also Dragon has disadvantage attacking anyone but me because of the ancestor spirits things.
Yep.
We're gonna use an inspa on that. Oh, that's significantly better, but probably still not enough. 18.
18 is enough.
Hurrah!
As your slams his tail down on the ground and a rock falls from the ceiling, but you jump out of the way.
Fuck you, Rock.
All right. It is now Azure's turn. Beautiful. He is going to use his frightful presence. I need everybody to make a wisdom save.
Wisdom? Why can't
I'm
it be
immune to
charisma?
fear.
Cool.
That is true.
Why couldn't have been charisma? Wisdom's like the one on bad.
Woo, 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 woo.
Hey, get it, Brayley.
22.
I'm gonna spend inspo.
Are there other effects that I need to make the save for, or is it just...
No, it's just fear.
Ah,
Okay.
fuck. Oh well. Wisdom's like the one I am not.
No,
Well,
but I would go ahead and say this is an okay thing to be afraid of.
I know, but then I can't do anything on my turn, and I'm next. That's the sucky part.
Why does Brayley have so much wisdom?
That's what druids
you're a
are.
druid.
Yeah,
You're a druid.
druids are wisdom based, so.
Ramiel, Shizu also needs to make this. Get it, Shizu.
Yeah. It's a sign.
She knows her father pretty well. She's like, I'm scared, but not like,
I know this part's you just.
Yeah.
How does
So
fear
on a
work
DC
again?
17 or less, or on a 17 or less than a 17, you are frightened for 1 minute. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn, ending the effect on a success, and then you're immune to it for 24 hours. Frightened. Ability checks and attacks affected. You have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of fear is within line of sight, and you cannot willingly move closer to it.
Damn it.
I think you can toggle it on D&D Beyond,
24.
and it should
Eldritch
add
Blast
the
at disadvantage?
And Azure's gonna move. Oh wait, Azure doesn't have to move over.
I don't
Azure's gotta
see
reach.
fear on here. Oh,
Is it
frightened.
stiff
There
fear
it
or
is.
frightened?
Yeah,
Sorry,
frightened. That's what
frightened.
it's called.
There we go.
Yeah, he's got. Oh wait, no, he does have to move to be able to claw you. All right. He's gonna make 3 attacks on you, Ayla, since he has disadvantage on anyone else. Nom 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 nom. 28 to hit.
Nah, I think that like underflows to 0.
Yeah. 12 piercing and 2 lightning.
I am resistant to both of those.
All right, so 7 total then. And then claw attacks. 21 to hit.
Yeah.
14 slashing, half to 7. 19 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh god.
15 slashing, half to 7.
I love the consistency here.
And that's the end of his turn. Nova, we're over to you. There's a big spooky dragon in front of you, and you're terrified.
Except I can't go towards it, right?
Correct.
Okay, I do have a legitimate question because
Alright.
after my turn, after I was done attacking, I was gonna go like just kind of behind here to kind of hide. But if I do that, I fuck myself because then I can't get closer to him to attack again, right? Assuming I fail the roll at the end.
Yeah, while you're frightened, you can't move closer to him.
I know. What I'm saying is, so I'm gonna just use Eldritch Blast because it's the only thing I can do.
Right.
So before the frightened, my plan had been attacking and then get away and basically get behind one of these rocks for kind of cover.
Right.
But if I do that, next turn, I can't get out to attack him again because it's getting closer to him. Is that correct?
If you
I mean,
fail
no,
to save.
theoretically, you could move.
Yeah, you could move
left.
diagonally like this.
Yeah, you could move like
Okay.
that. As long as you're just not getting closer to him.
Okay. I didn't know what you were going to determine closer because even that is still technically getting closer to him.
But I mean, from here, you could move down to here, and you could still hit him.
Okay.
And that would be moving away.
Okay. I just want to check.
Yep.
I don't know if I'm going to make this check till the end of the battle, so that's why I'm wondering. Because I have a +0. All right. You said at disadvantage, right?
Yes, you are attacking at disadvantage.
All right. First attacks, we'll just do both because I don't know.
They're the same.
Okay, so nope. All right.
All right, so you hurl 2 bolts. Tell me, what's going through Nova's mind right now? Your attacks have gone wild. You are terrified to your core. What are you thinking?
I think they're thinking about how this is another immortal dragon, basically, and yet this is not the one that's actually a threat to people, and that they're being relied on, and if they can't do this, then what are they gonna do?
Yeah. All right.
Alrighty. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Bonus action to hide. Do you want me to...
Nova, you hear in your head. So I know this is probably a bad time, but Ramiel's sister is kind of cute.
Not the time. Ashira. Let me survive this first, and then we can talk about it.
Wisdom save at the end of your turn.
Yep. Boop.
Hey, you made it.
Oh, that's a shock.
You are no longer done a spook.
That is for the best.
All right. At the end of your turn, it's going to smack Kara with its tail. Big ol' smacky smack smack. Well, bam.
It didn't do enough last time.
28 to hit, so 19 bludgeoning, halved 9. And Layla, we're over to you. Braylee, you're on deck.
All right. Well, I'm going to do my typical first turn thing and do my emboldening bond. In this case, getting Ayla, who is just within range on this one, Shizu, Ramiel, and Lily. Because that's my limit right now is 4.
Stop it.
That's the D4 on every turn, right?
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Anything else,
And,
Layla?
no, that's all I got for right now.
Braylee Tormusaline, you're up.
All right, Braley has enough room for a goring charge.
Hell yeah.
Gore that charge. Charge that gore. I don't know. Do it.
So
Hit him with your head dicks.
The moose boot.
math. Okay, so this is a 2d6 plus 4, and then an extra 7 2d6. I'm trying to understand this. Here, let me share this. But the creature, if the target is a creature, must succeed on a DC 14 strength saving throw.
Goring charge. If the moose moves at least 20 feet straight toward a target and then hits it with a gore attack on the same turn, the target takes an extra 2d6 damage. If the target is a creature, it must succeed on a DC 14 strength saving throw or be knocked prone. All right.
Oh.
So you're going to do
damn.
your gore attack, and because you move 20 feet to get there, you are going to get an extra 2d6 damage, and it has to make the check.
Okay.
Okay, cool. The damage is not relying on check. That's awesome.
Correct.
So
Plus
2d6.
4. So you got to first make
Gotta
your
roll
attack to
D20.
hit. So you have to roll d20 plus 4 to see if you hit.
Oh, sorry.
You will need to roll at least a 15.
R.
Well, sorry, you have a +1 bonus, so 14. All right. Well, that'll do it.
That'll do it.
All right. So your damage is going to be a total of 4d6 plus 4 damage.
Wait. Do I have
It's
to?
going make a strength save.
Okay.
It does make the strength save, so it's not knocked prone.
That's okay.
Unfortunate.
So
Eh.
give me another 2d6 damage.
Hey, what's the
2D.
bleeding eye thing on Ramiel?
I have no idea.
6.
Fear?
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Oh, where's my icon?
You saved.
You saved.
That wasn't my fear icon.
Oh.
That was for my armor of Agathis.
Oh, gotcha. All right. All right. Anything else, Brayley?
So after I charge in gore, can I move away?
You can, but you'll take an opportunity
Yeah.
attack on the way.
I don't want that. What else
It is a
can
disadvantage,
Rose-
and you will have resistance to the damage. This is really stupid for a level 3 ability.
Yeah, it's really good.
I guess I'll try to move out the way.
All right. It will try to
Just
bite you as
try.
you do.
Go over here somewhere.
What's your
Ooh,
AC?
Bitch.
Moose AC?
Yeah, Moose AC.
Oh, plus the mage armor?
So be 13 plus your dex.
What's the Moose's dex?
12. Plus
12.
1?
All right.
Plus 1, so
So
it's 14.
14. All right, so it hits. You're going to take 15 piercing and 2 lightning, halved because you have resistance to damage, right?
Yeah, I'm
14.
trying to find the thing to put it in the chat.
All right. so-
Piercing.
and 2 lightning.
Yeah.
When that hits a creature other than you, that creature has resistance to the damage dealt. So it did 17 damage. We're going to have that to 8. To 8. So you're going to have...
8 additional?
No, you're going to have 22. You took 8
Oh.
total damage from the bite.
Okay.
And you can move away 10 feet.
Okay. See here. Oh, oops.
You're good.
Oops.
sorry.
10 feet. That doesn't seem very far.
Well, you're doing it from the back tile, so you can go 5, 10. There you go.
Okay.
All right. Shizu is up. Normally, she would attack with Shorai, but that is not going to go well against her papa.
No, I would imagine
So
not.
instead, she is going to draw out her glaive. Yeah. She's going to draw out her glaive and go 5, 10, 15. She will bonus action to use Fighting Spirit, giving herself advantage on weapon attack rolls until the end of the current turn, and give herself 10 temp HP.
Hell yeah.
And she is going to make some glaive attacks with advantage.
Ooh.
2 of them specifically.
She's also got the D4 if she needs it.
I'll roll 2 26s, so that's going to work. So we're going to do glaive. She also has the new Great Weapon Master, or Great Weapon Fighting feat, which now is when you roll a 1 or a 2, you just get to take a 3 instead of re-rolling. And you can use it on weapons that are versatile, which is cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty spiffy, right? So that's going to be 24 damage. She didn't miss on either, so her Graze effect doesn't come into play. So 24 damage, and that is going to be Miss Shizu of the Azur's turn, as Azure roars angrily. Ramiel, we're over to you.
We're gonna follow Nova's suit and point and do an Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Ramiel, this is go ahead and make your attacks at disadvantage.
Okay. Disadvantage. There you go. Disadvantage. There you go.
21 will hit, yeah.
And Eldritch Blast is force. 5 force damage.
All right. And you have another attack.
I do?
Eldritch Blast, you have 2 rays at this level. Yeah.
Oh shit, I do.
Yep.
Alright, disadvantage.
God damn. All right, yeah, that hits too.
Sick. Why is that like a lot? Also 5.
All right.
And as a free action, what do you call it?
Free action to cry.
That's what I did.
I also allow free action to throw up.
You've already
Or
got the
flip off the
symbol
boss.
on your character for crying.
It's true.
True.
Well, I had to
he's-
tell Rashir to stop being thirsty, but that's different.
He's going to call out. I'm here. I can't shout right now, but he's gonna shout out. I'm here. To Azure.
He's
Go ahead.
weird. Get used to it.
Go ahead and make your wisdom save to see if you can break your frightened.
Yes.
Nope.
You haven't. This is your first time seeing your father that you can remember, and you know for a fact that this is not how he would have wanted you to see him. The creature you see in front of you is blind with rage, anger, and corruption. Ayla, we're back around to you.
Does Lily not have a turn?
Yeah, she should probably go, huh?
Maybe.
I didn't.
Did you roll it?
I didn't roll for her.
And
Well, it might work out. All right, so she should have gone before Ramiel, but
alright.
that's what I
Holding an action.
Yeah, she was holding her action. Oh, I gotta see if she was frightened.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, she was. And she's like, well, that's fucking terrifying.
Nope, never gonna get used to that.
Oh, I'll tell you right now, she hates that she's afraid that she was frightened.
She does have the D4 though.
Yes, so on her save, she'll
Yes.
be able to use that. All right, well, Lily cannot get closer, so she's gonna take her pistol out and attack at disadvantage. Ooh, 5 and 9 for a 16. That's not gonna get it done. So she'll go again. 17 is also not going to get it done. So she takes 2 shots. Much like you, Nova, she whiffs twice, and she looks terrified as she kind of like trembles a little and takes a couple steps back. She is going to make another wisdom save, and this one she gets to add a D4 to. That ain't going to do it. All right, so now we're around the top of the order. Ayla.
I'm gonna keep swinging.
All right.
19,
Seems like a very Polly thing to do.
dirty 20, and bonus action stab is also dirty 20.
All right. All hit.
You. And that. Oh, I closed my calculator. I don't want to do math. 16 plus 7 plus 8 plus 7. 38 damage.
Okay. 3 more hard hits onto Azure as it howls out enraged. Lightning arcs up, blasting all around the room. Anything else?
Nope, that's it for me.
All right. At the end of your turn, it's going to use a wing attack. I need Shizu and Ayla to make a dexterity save.
I have advantage on those. Glad I have advantage on those, because that was a nat 1. 25.
Shizu got a 6, so she is knocked prone. I think you don't take anything on a success, so you're good. As Azure is able to lift up into the air, you take 13 damage, Shizu. And he growls out, insects, and is going to use a layer action because it's turn order 20.
Rude.
Oh, that wasn't the layer action?
No, that was him using a legendary action.
Ah.
He is going to 2 orbs of 11 leave his eyes and blast down. One forms right there,
Aw,
and
man.
one lands right there, and an arc of lightning shoots through the 3 people in between them.
Oh, okay.
Shish kebab.
Yeah. So Layla, Mussolini, and Ramiel, I need dex saves.
Oh, not me.
At least I think
Yeah,
Ramiel's resistant to lightning.
What is
Oh.
the moose?
Only when I cast a spell and use a sorcery point.
Oh,
Moose,
I
moose.
don't have
that's
to
rough,
make-
buddy.
I know.
Rolled well though, so
At least I'm pretty sure, like, cause.
All right. Layla.
Oh no, I do.
You're going to take 16 lightning damage.
Ouch.
The other 2 seem all right. Now it is Azure's turn. And as he, Azure is now probably about 60 feet up.
He needs to get back down.
He is going to blast lightning down on most of you. Everyone not named Ayla, I need a dexterity saving throw.
okay.
Just did this.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna reroll.
Everyone not
Oh.
named Ayla.
Shizu, honey bun.
Jeez,
Can I
what
use
is
an
going
info
on?
on this save?
Of course.
Yes, you can.
Pretty much any d20 roll you can, unless otherwise specified. Oh,
Would a-
Shizu. Can I get
Oh,
rid of Spo?
Shit, it's worse.
Yeah.
Would
that
a
happens.
+4 affect the 12?
Your AC to beat, or your DC to beat is 19.
Never mind then.
Never mind.
I feel like Ayla just looks over and grimaces.
On
One bunch
a,
of suckers.
has everyone rolled?
Yes.
Oh, I gotta have
Yeah.
Lily roll too. One sec.
Sadly,
I
I
did
don't.
not make it.
Get it, Lily.
Really, definitely.
Hey, Lily actually saved.
Woo!
All right. So on a failed save, you're gonna take 49 lightning damage.
Whoa.
I rolled. That's a pretty terrible roll. That is 17 under average. I rolled 6, 9, 2, 1, 3, 3, 8, 5, 1, 1, 8, 2. Yeah, that's pretty rough.
So I'm not a moose no
What
more.
was the number?
You're not a moose no more. 49.
You are not a moose no more, and an additional 27 damage carries over onto Brayley.
Okay, so
Um,
if he made the save though, it's
If you made the save, it's 24 lightning damage.
24.
Earlier, when the lightning arced, how much was the damage?
You didn't get hit by that. That was save or suck.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that kind of sucks for me. I mean, it's not a big deal. So Armor of Agathis goes off, but I don't get the other effects. That's only a melee attack.
Yep. It just absorbs.
Oh wait,
the
did
10
I
hit.
Boo.
did I
Okay.
get anything from the mage armor?
No,
even-
this was a
It's
saving
gone.
throw, not an AC check.
Okay.
Captain Akana takes 24. All right, so everyone who was looking really healthy is suddenly not looking super healthy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
want to take that as half. So half of 24 is 12.
12.
So plus 12, I guess.
Oh, uncanny dodge?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Trying to think like, well, I would want to take it as half too, but what lets you do that?
Oh, yeah. I just decided.
No, I
I
decided,
just-
yeah.
I said so.
DM white privileges.
Nova, we're over to you.
Okay.
You just got
Your
blasted with
RPG
lightning.
horror
Everyone
story.
around you looks crispy.
Uh,
Shizu especially. She is prone laying on the ground and is crispy.
Fuck.
And Azir is 60 feet in the air.
Okay. Well, she sees that. She's seeing everybody, and she's like, ah, shit. 5, 10,
Oh.
15, 20, 25, 30. I'm just gonna be here to see if I could do something to help. But otherwise, 60 feet, is that still? Yeah, okay.
That's well
Well-
with an Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, we're just gonna do Eldritch Blast again.
All
'cause
right.
I don't think, let me just
So I
check.
started blasting.
So I started blasting. No, Arms of Adar wouldn't help. And he's not a humanoid, is he?
No, most definitely not.
If he is, I have several questions.
Yeah,
I just wanted to make sure I couldn't use hold person, okay?
he can turn into a humanoid, but he's not right
Well,
now.
maybe he should. I'm just kidding. Okay. Can he see in magical darkness? Because I have a next move. Oh, wait, actually.
I can't, importantly.
I could put him in magical darkness 60 feet in the air. That's hysterical. I could just, like, 60 feet in the air, just put him in a mode of magical darkness, but he'll just walk away, so it doesn't really help me.
That's true.
All right.
Also, notably, I can't.
Also, he has blind sight.
Yeah, I figured. Okay, Eldritch Blast it is. Boop,
Old faithful.
and a boop. I'm just doing both. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry. Can I say that I cast... Yeah, it's fine. Can I cast Hex on him?
Yeah, you can cast Hex on him.
Okay. Well, I will
Sorry,
use all
cast
my
Hex.
spell slots, and I have to concentrate on that. That's fine.
What stat are we doing Hex for?
Ooh. Is there a stat that'd be helpful, folks?
I mean, not really. He's probably not going to be making any checks. So
Okay. Eek.
just pick whichever one you like.
Strength.
All right. He has Hexed on strength. So if he has to make any athletics roll, he's fucked.
Okay. Sorry, I did 2 Eldritch Blasts. Can I use Inspo on the second one?
Sure. First one meets.
Thank you. Sorry, I just like to make sure I properly get rid of my Inspo, because otherwise I will forget. All right.
Those will both hit.
Perfect. Okay. So. I cannot do my sneak attack, or can I?
No. He's 60 feet in the air.
Okay, just making sure. All right, so first one goes boop, second one goes boop, and then Hex goes boop for both, I think?
Yep.
Oh, I think it already did it, though, up above.
I did it once.
Oh, okay. I'll do it
Yep.
again.
Give me one more.
Boop.
All right. Pretty good hits.
Okay.
28.
And that's my turn, because I use bonus action to cast Hex.
All right.
I'm trying to, like, help Shizu in some way, but nothing mechanically I don't think I can do unless something big happens. Trying to-
Layla, we're over to you.
We sure are. So it's kind of gambling time. Going to
I think you mean it's Morbid time.
going to cast Beacon of Hope.
Okay.
Spell bestows hope and vitality. Choose any number of creatures within range, 30 feet. So actually that is...
Should be everybody, I think.
Yes. For the duration, which is 1 minute concentration, each target has advantage on wisdom saving throws and death saving throws and regains the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, neato.
And that's it. That's my turn.
Oh boy.
Wait,
Hell yeah.
I'm going to relocate.
Fair enough.
Skydaddle!
All right, Brayley, over to you.
Okay. Is he still up in the air?
He is. He's 60 feet up in the air. You should cast lightning bolt. on him.
No, do not.
Do not.
But he's using fly, it's a guaranteed hit!
I don't think that is actually.
Pokemon rules says it is.
Pokemon rules is rain. I don't think fly is a guaranteed hit.
Okay, this might be stupid. We're in like a cavern, right? There's like
Yes.
Yeah, you're inside a
stalagmites,
volcano.
stalactites.
Yeah.
Yes.
How close is he to like the roof?
Oh god.
I would say he's about halfway. Do you want to try and knock a stalactite down?
I was gonna see if I could like do spike growth downward.
Oh, from the ceiling.
Yeah, but I don't think it's.
You won't
it'd
see that
be-
coming!
It. I love the idea. I just don't know if it does enough range for that.
I don't know if it does it. It's
Yeah.
Also, it's a bold assumption that he'll move.
yeah. So like I think my spell casting range is 150 feet,
All right.
and
you
then
can-
I
He's
think it
60
has
up,
a.
That's in range.
But I don't know how high the ceiling is.
the
Yeah.
ceiling's about 120 feet up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no way.
It's a cool
There ain't
idea.
no
though.
way.
I don't know. I don't think
Ain't
there's
gonna work. Can I? That's not gonna work either. Okay.
Sorry, I'm looking
You
at
got
the spells.
shatter?
Can you shatter on the spikes?
Shatter on his delicate wing bones.
I-
wish.
You could summon Faye.
I've never done that before.
Summon Faye lets you
It's the
call
first
forth a
time for
Fae spirit,
everything.
and that Fae spirit will fight for you.
Hey,
I have
can
another dumb
fly.
idea.
All right, I'm all about dumb ideas.
Okay. Can I shoot? Is his mouth like opening and closing?
I mean, it opened when he was blasting lightning out, so yeah, probably.
Can I use my. Hold on. Might be so dumb. Can I use my crossbow and attach a mushroom to it and shoot it into his mouth?
You want to give him a trip, send him on a trip?
Yeah.
Your call, GM.
Sure. You push a bolt through one of your mushrooms, load it in, and fire away. Let's see if you. It's a hard shot. You're trying to get it in his mouth, not just hit the dragon. So I'm adding 2 to his AC for this.
Oh boy.
So his AC is 21 for the purposes of this shot.
What should I roll? What do I roll?
Make a crossbow attack.
Yeah,
Crossbow.
I will agree, this is a dumb idea, but I love it.
Hey.
Ain't gonna hit. Ain't gonna hit. Can I try to inspo it?
So you notably only have a +3 to your crossbow attacks.
Yeah.
Don't
it's
you
the-
have
can
the
inspo
plus
if you
4
want.
because it's a new turn.
Correct.
From
Nope,
the-
even worse.
one.
It's not gonna happen.
Actually, so I'm gonna have you do this as a dart attack instead, because druids actually can use darts,
Oh, yeah, that's
which
true.
is hilarious.
Yes, we
Although
can.
I don't know if they have the range. One second, let me check darts.
I don't even see that on my.
60 feet. Okay, they can. All right, great. I'm gonna add it to your equipment. There you go. All right, so you're gonna. So if you did it as a dart attack, 'cause you have a +7 to those. So that would be a 20. and then you can add your D4 bonus, right?
Yeah.
So that's a 21. So all right,
You did it.
At least.
throw a dart and put a mushroom into his mouth, which he swallows.
Can this be the tiny gnome mushroom?
Yeah, you know what? He sees tiny gnomes start to appear in here, which he's very confused about because he doesn't know what a gnome is.
Really make the shot?
Yeah, she made a dart shot, and
Hell yeah.
and now he's got mushroom. He's going on a trip. Actually, I gotta have him make a Constitution saving throw against that. He's a dragon. He's pretty big.
I probably should have.
He probably needs a pretty high dose of
What's his
mushroom.
tolerance? Yeah.
Yeah, what is this?
All right.
Should have hex con if I'd
So
known.
we'll see how that starts to affect him as the turns go by. I'm actually just gonna say the effects of it. He's gonna have a permanent -2 to his attack rolls.
Probably hearing
All right,
no,
Brayley, that's
so-
the dumbest thing I've heard tonight, and I love it. Well done. That's amazing.
Sometimes you just gotta try.
I
go.
love it. No, listen, doing stupid
Listen,
shit is like
we've had
the prerogative
that.
of D&D. Do it.
We've had that. We've had a travel montage.
Yep.
Yep. All right, well, Shizu's up, and she feels different.
Crispy fried.
She forces back up to her feet and is just like,
Oh shit! This is what
Oh.
dying's like.
oh, this sucks. All right, and she goes 5, 10, 15, 20, and she's going to hop up onto here and draw her longbow out and take some shots. Shame she's not nearly as good with her longbow as she is with her glaive. Oh, she'll use another fighting spirit. Get 10 HP back and have advantage. So that first one will hit. It has the slow effect, so as your speed is reduced by 10 next round.
That's nice.
And that one misses. All right, so one hit, one miss.
Did she use the D4?
No, she did not, so that will hit. So 5 and Jesus, those are terrible rolls. 3 is 8. Lily is up and is ready to redeem herself. Though she's still attacking at disadvantage. Although, you said she gets to make wisdom saves at advantage now, right?
Yes.
Alright, maybe she'll break it this time.
Yep.
Jesus. Alright, well, those are both gonna miss. Oop, oop. This
I
one
cast-
could break it.
I cast magical hope and change.
Alright. Well, she missed 2 more shots, but she finally snaps herself out of it and breaks her frightened effect at the end of the turn. Ramiel, we're over to you. I was promised something stupid.
Yeah. So last time we did this spell, didn't turn out great.
Oh no.
It did, but it didn't.
Oh no.
What are you doing?
Summoning
He's
Draconic
gonna.
Spirit.
Yep, we are summoning Draconic
Oh.
Spirit.
Oh,
And my question is, can I summon it on top of this Azure?
What's the range?
60 feet.
Then,
Like I can. Oh shit! No,
here,
I can't.
you
put
hop up
closer.
onto here, and now you can.
Yeah, we're gonna do
Ghost
that.
of Papa passed.
And apparently I can choose the type it is. So we're gonna summon a metallic. No, fuck it. We're gonna summon a chromatic dragon. We're gonna get the lightning resistance from there. And yeah, we're gonna summon that on top of dear old dad.
What's the size?
Size is large.
You summon Well, you're surprised by what you see. Not as surprised as you were last time.
That's good.
That was way more
Yeah,
surprising.
Yeah, I like to not
admittedly.
be as surprised.
Mm-hmm.
You summon a wormling. It is a wormling of pure resplendent blue scales. But it is still just a youngling of a dragon.
How big is a wormling?
This one is large.
Oh.
So she summoned, would you say, a wyvern?
I would say that's a good comparison.
Huh. You know what? I'm with it. And we're gonna have him do his I think he can act on the
Yep.
same turn he
At the
got
end,
summoned?
yeah, because he goes after you.
Okay, so
sorry, I was
then,
getting a token for him.
No, you're fine. Yeah. So summon the dragon. So yes, now I have resistance to lightning. There we are.
How much HP does he have?
5th level would be 50 plus 10, so 60. No, just 50, because the plus 10 is for after each level above 5.
Alright, there you go.
Sick. And yeah, we're gonna do some chomping and biting with this boy. So it's gonna be 2. Makes your number of rend attacks equal to half the spell's level, so 5th level 2.
So two
rounded
attacks.
down, and then the breath weapon. Okay, so then. Oh nope, that's the hit. That's the hit. I'm sorry.
You definitely don't want to do his breath weapon because it's lightning.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. We're gonna. I think this is the spell attack that he does this. Spell attack modifier, yes. So spell attack 1, and then 2,
First one hits, second one misses. Go ahead and roll your
Right.
damage.
and we're the hit is this. Should be the d6 plus 4. Yes. So that's a 9. I think that's slashing. Piercing.
9, alright.
And I don't think I can do anything else outside of like make the wisdom throw for the fear.
Wisdom throw for the fear. Oh, you need a wisdom throw from him?
No, from me, like because I'm still frightened.
Oh, yes, you can make yours, yes, and you make it at
Okay.
advantage.
Yeah. And you've got that +4 if you really need it.
Right. Okay, so then advantage, wisdom. 30-20? Yes, 30-20.
That is enough to save.
Sick.
I'm
And
no
yeah,
longer frightened as you have broken
you're
your
not.
fear. Ayla, we're over to you at the top of the round.
Okay, so how high up am I if I'm flying above this rock?
I mean, right now you're probably about 20 feet.
So can I get far enough up to be able to land all 3 attacks on the bottom part of him?
Yeah, I'd say you probably could get up there.
Okay. Is he bloodied yet?
Yes.
Hell yeah. I love having advantage.
Advantage is good.
Okay, so 3 attacks.
When you fly within range of him, he makes an attack against you.
Oh, of course.
18 to hit.
Yes.
All right. 11 bludgeoning, half to 5. He just gives you a smack with his tail on your way up.
Yep. Where the fuck did that go? So I'll use this dice instead. Okay, so that is 24 on the first attack. Nat 20 on the second attack.
Nice.
And bonus action for the longsword is 21 to hit.
Okay. Roll your damage.
Okay, so 1 normal, 1 crit, 1 normal, and then it'd be 46 plus 6. So 16, 26 plus 7 plus 7. So 47?
All
Did I
right.
math that right?
Ayla, how do you want to do this?
I think she's gonna wrap the whip around like his top jaw, yank it down, and stab up into his brain with the longsword.
You do, and it lets out a horrifying roar. The lightning, as you do, runs up your arm, running over your face in the same vein pattern that already is scarred into you. And then he plummets to the ground and slams down into it hard. Even like that, you can tell he's still alive. But the combat is over.
All right, what do we do now? Ugh.
As you all start to come back out, Nova, you ask that question, and another voice speaks up. Nothing. Now we do our job. And indeed, Caldana and Soraya manifest behind you.
Woo!
As they approach, looking down at the creature.
Good work, Ayla. You did your job.
Indeed. Well done. Perhaps you're not a worthless whelp after all.
I try.
They look down at it. You are the first of your brethren to pass. But like anyone, the journey to Boss is for thee as well. Come. Azure speaks, but it's different. It's a old, tired voice that comes out, not the angry one you just heard. I am eternal. Death is not a gift my grandmother bade me have. Soraya speaks up. The Azure are immortal. You are not. And she raises a hand forward, and a orb lifts up out of the heart of Azure. Bright blue energy crackling off of it, and she draws it over towards herself. And with that, you all see as this massive blue spirit lifts up out of the dragon, the husk of which falls lifeless, and now stands before you. Its wings beat, but no wind is kicked up as it does. And the dragon glances down. Thank you, my liberators. No. Sorry. It's not the song that I want. Should be a happier theme than
My
this.
God, I was muted the entire fucking time. Was that the thank you liberators, was that directed towards Kaldan and Surya, or was that directed to
No.
us?
That was directed to all of you. Azur's eyes fall on you, Ramiel. You heard my voice, son.
It seems it would be the first and last time I'll get to hear.
No. I go on now to live again as something else this time. But my voice echoes in all who descend from me. You carry my voice. Your sisters carry my voice. The azure which still live and breathe all across beautiful Serene carry my voice. As long as you have the courage to listen, you will continue to hear it.
When you get to the other side, I know this is going to be a lot. Could I ask one thing?
Speak.
When you get there and you find Prioress Casella, please don't leave her alone.
I look forward to seeing my wife again, if only for a moment before we are reborn.
And could you tell her that we'll see her later? Much later.
He nods approvingly. Shizu, you hear as Shizu drops to her knees next to you. I'm sorry. I did what I thought you would have done. And she killed us all for it. And Azure looks at her with great sadness. No. I am the one who should apologize. You should never have been in that situation. Had I the courage to face my mother, I would have gone myself. And I would have told her exactly what you did. My brethren and I strove to be better than her, to show Serene that what she was not what dragonkind is. You are the purest manifestation of that, daughter. And I am very proud of you. Azure looks at Soraya. She shall be my progeny. She shall be the next leader of the Azure. Soraya nods. And the rest of you, valiant warriors all, it would seem that it is my fate to flee the inevitable showdown with my mother. Whatever you have to do, know that me and mine will not hold it against you. She is not lying when she says that she wanted to love this world. My siblings and I are proof of it. For all the terror and evil she has created, she also created good.
If it wasn't for her, none of us would exist. If it wasn't for her, my mother would not have found, persevered, made sure that Scala could not made sure that someone stood up against her.
If not for her, I would not have had the happy life that I did with my father, Elfris, who raised me when she left. I swore a pact to my father that ever would the dragons be allies to his descendants. Ramiel, Indigo, Shizu, you are my pact delivered. Well, I suppose it's time to see what's next. What shall be the next act of Serene? Farewell, heroes.
Thank you.
Good luck.
And with that, Caldana lifts up into the air and guides his spirit away. Soraya remains behind for a moment. She looks at Shizu. Your father has named you his successor. But not yet. You have to earn it. Find me when this war is over, and we will have seen whether the Azure deserve to truly continue on. And she turns and she leaves. And Shizu glances at all of you.
Deserves. That seems that's a little harsh.
It is what I needed to hear.
Fair enough.
We're just glad to have helped.
It was a distress signal after all, just not what you initially thought.
Yes. I am Shizu Larksheart of the Azure. And you have my blade.
Welcome to the Mortal Reminders.
I'm gonna hug her.
She
Really?
definitely stiffens up a little bit and is not used to being hugged. But
Get used to it.
Well,
So-
you know, Dragonborn.
yeah. So, a few things happen here. One, now that you have your new ally, I'm going to let you know what her weapon, Shorai, does. Shorai has a script etched into the side of the blade. To catch lightning is to accomplish the impossible, and so it is the goal of mortality to catch lightning, even should failure mean death. Spoken by Azure. This long curved blade has streaks of blue lightning through the steel. The handle is wrapped in red frog leather with a small charm of a lightning bolt hanging from the pommel. It's a +3 sword, or a +3 longsword specifically. It has 11 strike.
Damn.
When you attack with Shorai, you may add 1d8 lightning damage to your attack. It also has quick as lightning. As a bonus action, you may teleport up to 30 feet. You can use this feature once per short rest. And it has Bolt from the Blue. When you score a critical hit with Shorai, a bolt of lightning strikes the enemy, dealing an additional 8d8 lightning damage.
Fancy.
And Ramiel, Azure's diadem has awakened. Your Azure Arcana feat now trait now gives you a +2 bonus to your spell attack rolls. Your Azure Intellect now provides you both proficiency and advantage on intelligence saving throws. You still have your Azure Evasiveness meta magic option, and you now have Arcane Knowledge. Once per day, you can cast the following spells without expending a spell slot: Comprehend Languages, Augury, Identify, and Detect Thoughts.
Oh my god.
Fancy.
We're doing a big think.
Big ol' think.
There it is. Awaken. Add to equipment. And
Shizu makes her way over towards the massive piles of gold, looking at them.
Was that your inheritance?
No. This gold was never my father's. It belonged to the people of this island. It was the money, the funds of Azure's Insight. And so I shall use it to rebuild this place when the time is right. There are not enough Azure Dragonborn remaining to repopulate here. So this island shall become a haven for a Dragonborn who no longer fit in with their own. We will all strive to survive together.
That sounds lovely.
She nods. Can I presume you all have a boat?
We do.
Yes.
She accepts it, so.
boat would be a bit of an insult.
We have a ship, to be precise. I've learned that sailing types are very touchy about the difference.
Lily kind of snaps out of it a little bit. Yeah, ship, yeah. Oh, we should get back to the ship, yeah. Come on. And,
Are you alright?
she looks at you. Make an insight check.
Okay.
I mean, she can shapeshift
No,
into one.
As
17.
She looks ashamed of herself. As she leads you, Shizu leads you out of here, and then she eventually leads you back to the beach where your rowboat was. And since Shizu really doesn't have anything to bring with her, it's easy enough for her just to hop on, and you all row back to the lady in
Whoa.
waiting.
I have to tell the palm trees that the island's not going to explode now.
I mean, that's fair.
This is
I
very
freaked
important.
them all out.
All right, well, you start telling the palm trees that the island's not going to explode. And they go, yeah, of course it's not going to explode.
Yeah.
You're the one who told us that it was going to explode.
Braley
What?
feels good that she at least told.
You always be harsh and Armello. This is
Just
why we
wanted the
don't.
coconuts to be safe.
This is why we don't like you, skinned folk.
Wow.
Skinned. Ooh.
Whoa!
All right, we're out of here.
Turns out the palm trees are a little racist.
Yeah.
Can Ayla fly by and discharge all of the lightning that she picked up from Dragon into that particular tree?
Yeah, that palm tree gets nuked from orbit.
Braley screams.
You all are able to take the skiff back over to the lady in waiting and are pulled up on deck. There's definitely a moment when Shizu is pulled up where everyone just kind of stares.
They're like, wait, was there?
There
Did they
was not
put
supposed to be any survivors
Surprise!
on that island.
We accomplished our goals.
Right.
I'm sure the good captain will regale you with all that transpired.
The first mate, Jorah, is like, okay, well, we're probably going to want to have the ship's doctor, and Lily just barks in, shut your trap, Jorah. Make way, we're ready, we're heading out.
I'll take care of her. Perhaps a celebratory drink might be in order.
I haven't had a drink in a long time. I mean, besides water.
It's important to stay
Do you have rum?
hydrated.
Lily glanced over. Do we have rum? Yeah, we got rum. So a bottle of rum is broken out and shared.
Why is it gone though?
And it probably because of Lily.
Mm.
On any given day, probably because of Lily. She drinks a lot of rum.
Where's the rum gone?
Listen, spiced rum's good.
It is good.
I wouldn't know. I haven't had rum.
That evening, Layla, when you're alone with Lily, she glances over at you. I'm sorry.
For what?
I froze and then missed, and I didn't do anything. I'm supposed to be a captain.
Yes. And we were not on a ship. You were outside of your element.
Yeah.
We all nearly perished, and that would have been a major failing on my end. But at the end of it all, we did still succeed. And that's what's important.
You were so brave. You saw a dragon come back to life. Not just a dragonborn, a dragon come back to life, and you didn't freeze. You didn't so much as stutter. And you
Well,
protected your friends.
I did say that you get used to it somewhat. In my case, that might just be you get used to being scared enough that you don't let it bother you.
Well, I can't speak about being scared. And she pins you up against the wall. But I don't ever want to get used to seeing you as a hero. I want to feel this way every time, and she kisses you.
Oh dear.
Oh my.
Oh my.
We're gonna draw the shades on that soon, I think.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Just a little bit more.
Girl, you draw it. I'm teased.
Meanwhile, down below deck, around the table, the admittedly small mess hall, but it has been provided for you right now, given that there is a visitor on board who hasn't seen people in 20 years. And she is sitting down there enjoying a glass of rum with you all. She kind of glances at you, Ramiel. You said our sister's alive too?
She is. And
Well.
I believe she would very much like it if she learned that she wasn't the only one
Yeah.
to survive.
I'll have to see if I can't find a sending stone at some point and reach out.
Oh, if anything, we can visit her personally.
In Mitra Glorianda? God, I
Very
haven't
same.
been since I was... I don't think I've been since I was 16.
Well, I hadn't been there since I was an infant until very recently.
Yeah, that's the last time I saw you. You were so small.
Yes, well,
You cried more than any child I'd ever seen.
my god. That sounds about right for me. I never learned to shut up, so.
Anytime Mom set you down, you started crying.
What can I say? I was a mama's boy.
You didn't like me very much. You would scream in terror anytime I came near you.
Well, that depends. Did you stare at me or glare at me?
No. No, the scales freaked you out, I think. Mine had started to come in by that point. You liked our sister. She didn't scare you as much.
No, she didn't strike me the type to, be intimidating. Even though the first time we had met, she had me arrested because I apparently was impersonating someone who was very dead and very dear to her.
Well, yeah, that seems about right. And how about the rest of you? What's your story? Why are you hanging around with this guy?
Would you believe us if we said that Ramiel sort of brought a lot of us together?
Well, I would say no, except everything I've really believed for the last 20 years has been upended over the course of the last 8 hours, so what's one more thing?
You tumble once, you keep tumbling. But yes, well, Ramiel believed in the cause, and many of us answered for our own various reasons, some more noble than others.
I didn't believe in the cause more so than that I had this big idea of becoming the second coming of the Whispers in Silence. And as it turns out, all of you met the criterion, including the very important one of being able to tolerate my ass.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, the Whispers in Silence are a lot. They're a lot.
Yes,
We know.
That's what I wanted to say.
We've met some of them,
Oh,
all of them.
including Varys?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's awesome.
She looks
He
at
made
Braley
me a
and she-
champion of change. And then she points to the purse on Ayla's hip.
She looks at you and just seems to give a nod. That seems about
That's a word to describe him, yeah.
That fits. That tracks.
So,
Okay.
did you? Oh, they came to speak with you.
Yes.
I
Well,
see.
Sir Varys specifically.
Ah, I see.
Yes. He was wanted to pledge to my mother, but my mother was getting ready to leave, so.
Right, with the Devilkin in Glorianda.
So that is a whole nother situation. Let's take one crisis at a time.
Let's just drink.
So you are aware of the true, let's say, leader of the Draconic Legion is truly.
She told me. When she captured me.
You had your suspicions and they were confirmed in secrecy. Private.
Yeah, our grandmother's kind of a bitch.
Yeah, she tends to lash out in very violent ways. Which is a wonder of why my mother came off unscathed.
Our mom's alive?
Ah, this is going to be no, Prioress Vicentia, no, not Prioress Vicentia, Prioress Casella, walks in the other side. No, I'm referring to Melody of the Avery.
Adopted.
Oh.
Still my mother. Just not of direct
No.
blood
I should
lineage.
think not. She's an Ivory Dragonborn. Interesting.
Fate works in rather mysterious ways. I believed for a very long time that I was alone when I was orphaned, essentially. As it turns out, not one but two family relatives, direct family relatives, live. And he kind of like jabs a thumb at Layla. Distantly related on her mother's side.
Oh. Interesting. Well, then we as well are related. Nice to meet you, cousin.
Is Lily here?
Oh, no, she's not. That's right. Yeah, she's up getting
Oh,
her
right,
rocks
she's-
off
she's
with
getting-
Lily.
getting-
She having
Yeah.
fun right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, that's true. Well, she'll
He
nevertheless take
well
that
he
as
will
a
he
note.
will explain. He will
Yeah.
explain.
That's it. And she motions to Nova and Ayla, and you two are making eyes, so I assume you're a thing,
You
or
They're
are
forgot.
all
about
a
to
thing.
be.
They're all a thing.
You forgot one.
Oh.
Really listen to it.
Sincere
I'd
apologies.
advise just watch out for them. They're
Or what?
Ram, shush.
I see.
I'm sorry, who was the most recent one to wake up in the jail cell for inappropriate behaviors in public?
She looks at you. What?
I have a lot to explain. But I would advise with these few. They have a tendency to collect partners.
Well,
And
I
they
am
want
not
to-
up for collection.
Anyone who joins us because they wish to and love to. It is always their choice.
Okay. Fair.
So it is not as a collection of just tick marks. It's more of a it's more of an
There.
it's more of an introduction to multiple people who have fun together.
They have a
Listen,
lot
we
great.
of
have our
love
own
to give.
special club.
You want to have fun together?
They have a lot of love to give, and
Ram,
are always open to
we're not the only ones, Ram. And she's just like giving Ram the eye, like,
I'm going to go walk the deck. And she gets up and excuses herself.
well, we tried.
Oh my goodness, Ramiel, you embarrassed your sister.
It was more. I didn't want to.
You would
I
have
don't
eased
know.
her in.
Still would have been aware of the fact that one of my sisters would be in your collective.
Well, my
And-
ex is in yours.
He is okay. First of all, he is not.
Are you sure about that?
Damn, called his
Call it.
ass out.
Yeah. Give really a thumbs up.
Braley doesn't enjoy being cockblocked. If she wasn't in
What's
wolf
the
form
girl
before,
equivalent of
she is
that?
now.
What? What'd you say?
What's like the femme equivalent of that?
Pussy Missy.
Pussy block? Oh. What'd you say, pussy what?
Missy. Like mist.
Pussy mist.
No, that's something totally different.
I believe the term for that would be friend zoned, but you know.
Womb walled.
Ooh.
Jesus. All right. Anyway, moving on.
I'm sorry if I got your channel demonetized.
Yeah, that night, it's pretty late when people start getting to bed. There's a lot of celebrating to be done. This mission went pretty well, comparatively speaking. There was no death. Well, there was one, but like it was probably a good thing.
We're going for that.
Yeah. I mean,
No
but
one got eaten?
statistically
eaten.
speaking, yeah, it went well. Like there was
Yes.
no one got consumed. There was no vor.
Oh, jeez.
So like yeah, no, it was good.
Ramiel does also get up on deck to just feel the breeze.
Shizu is up there. She's sitting cross-legged and meditating.
He would approach but give enough space and just kind of like lean against I guess like the banister of the ship.
She meditates for another 10 minutes or so before she opens her eyes and glances at you. You breathe loudly.
I just enjoy the sea breeze.
Yes. One of those things you start taking for granted when you spend your whole life around it. Your friends seem nice. I'm glad you have them.
I am too. I suppose what I really wanted was not to be part of the second coming of the Whispers and Silence or whatever, but I wanted to experience the kind of companionship they had.
And have you?
With them? Yes.
Good.
I'd lay down my life for them, but I'd rather live to see tomorrow and experience it with them.
For a long
And-
time, my life has had an end date on it. It's a strange feeling to think that now my ending is uncertain.
Not so much uncertain as now you have a choice. Though given Auntie Soraya's little ultimatum, hardly much of a choice.
Perhaps that will be my penance for what I have done. Fix what I have taken. Give back something.
You wouldn't have to do it alone.
True. Duty and honor are interesting things. One would think they are tied to each other, but so frequently they fly in the face of each other. I trained in the sword that I could be a soldier of our people. And then Father told me it was my duty to instead be a voice of our people.
I'm starting to think our father had some rather high expectations of his children.
You don't say.
I mean, 2 of them are leading their own people.
I would say all 3.
Ramiel kind of like scrunches his eyebrows. Do we have another sibling?
She rolls her eyes. I've wielded Shorai now since I was 18. But it has been a long time since it has been turned upon a target who is worthy. I will fight our grandmother, and her will prove victorious or mine will. We shall see.
I honestly still don't know if I want Dragon dead or not, if I'm being completely honest with you.
That is fair.
I grew up in an orphanage. And when I came of age, I was adopted into Melody's family. My mother, Melody, she saw the good in people. Even people who didn't see it inside of themselves. People that you wouldn't think are worthy of such a privilege. And yet, some tangible form of that, some evidence of that seems to be Dragon letting her roam free. For some reason.
Well, I cannot speak to that. But I can tell you that whether you want Dragon dead or not, I will cut her down.
I'm counting on it, if anything, but I suppose I would at least want to give her a chance to at least reach some form of understanding with her.
Ramiel, you are truly a kinder soul than I am, than father was, than mother was. You truly are different.
Well, you can chalk that up to a very happy Dragonborn. Drove me up the wall sometimes. I'd be angry with her and she'd just say it's okay and hug me and somehow it worked.
You'll have to forgive me. I can't fathom that. Father was a bit more stern in his raising of me.
Strict.
Yes, very. Ayla and Nova, you two make your way up onto deck at some point. It's a beautiful night. The waters are smooth as glass. The moon reflects off them. You have the scene.
Yeah, Nova's just leaning over the railing and quietly watching it for a moment.
Ayla probably just kind of loops her tail around Nova. All right, what's going on in that head of yours?
It's when we were a couple of different things. I'm not sure if it all makes any sense, but it's finally facing Azure and the complications of family and ties to it. And I have tried to make peace with the fact that when it comes to me and my family, there is nothing left. And so I have found my connections elsewhere, but there are times I still feel angry, I think.
You miss that family?
Miss it. Wish I knew more of where I came from. Wish I could ask questions I didn't think to ask when I was younger. I don't know. It sometimes feels like family and such things, having a history to look back on it. I don't know, it helps answer some things, I think. Some things that I cannot have answered now.
I know what the what ifs are like, but I guess I can't really say I know what it's like to know nothing of your family.
Don't get me wrong, I know there is nothing that can change that. I know who my family was. I am not some lost prince or princess.
That you know of.
That I know of. But
There's always room for another twist.
but I don't know. My ex Vic, I think part of the reason I clung to him so tightly is because that's all we had was each other. And now I sometimes worry that my current collection, as Rabiel calls it, is simply my attempt to recreate bonds of families that I can no longer have. I do not know if that is wrong.
I mean, it's only natural to want to connect to people again. Don't think I would call anyone here a collection. She just kind of glares over at Ramiel. We love who we love, and that's really all that matters.
You're right. I guess when this is all over, is that not all over, I just mean I think the reason I miss the idea of family is this idea of somewhere to go back to. If all things are lost and done. And I don't know. It's just different now.
Assuming we all make it through, you and Oscar are stuck with me on the other side too. And presumably Burley.
I suppose Aska's family is also in the ground, and I don't think you are looking to go to yours anytime soon. Braylee will have to explain a lot with hers. I guess there's one family dinner we might be invited to. I'll chuckle at that.
There's only one person from my family I'd care to see, and I just hope she's still alive.
I hope she is too. I'm sorry that, sometimes I wonder if I had kept my, perhaps not my allegiance, but my connection to the Draconic Legion, if I'd be able to help her, but I don't think there was any way to do so without drawing
No.
attention.
That you would have blown your cover in wherever he is, and that wouldn't have gone well for either of you.
No, probably not. But she is lucky to have you.
I hope she still feels that way.
She will. I'm certain of it. Blood family or not, it's... Let's just say that in war, bonds get, well, develop, change. But I think she still will. I'd do anything to see my little brother again. I think she feels the same for you. They'll offer a hug.
Ayla's definitely taking the hug.
Big ol' hug.
Yeah.
Big ol' hug.
Big ol' sappy hug.
Also, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say collection. He meant collective.
Sure.
It definitely sounded like you said collection.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Collective.
That's why we reacted the way we did. I'm like, oh shit.
Sweet.
So, it's a peaceful day and a half. You get back to High Wall. You have a lot to do. You have a new mission that'll be waiting for you when you get there. Some people who are eager to talk to you. And
Oh, fuck.
She doesn't know, I imagine.
And a Shizu to introduce. And while you're out at sea, though none of you can see this,
Uh-oh.
a certain demigoddess is returning to High Wall with a young lady in tow. That's where we'll leave off for tonight.
Wait, which goddess? Oh!